so today we're going to be pulling blood on Buddy here. We're going to get it from his cephalic vein because that's easiest for him. I've got a light heparin tube here. I have a plain red top, and then I have a tiger top tube. Okay, so Felipe's going to hold Buddy. All right. He just had an FHO surgery, so I'm going to be really gentle. Okay. All right. So I'm going to make sure to pop this back so that there is no resistance from it. Bevel up. Stick it in the vein and pull back.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
It's okay. You're doing so good. We're almost done. Look at that. I'm going to hold off the vein and we'll let Lupe take over and do that. Now we're going to put the blood in our tubes. So I always make sure to take my needle off before I put blood in any tube. Okay. The light heparin has got a conjugate in it, so you want to make sure you rotate it very gently. These other two do not have a conjugate. Okay, so they need to clot anyway.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I moved out and moved into the house. So I kicked
Okay, so we need to make sure that we always label our tubes with the client name and number, so I'm going to do that real quick.
I was going to make sure it wasn't somebody that fits. Your time card is fine, right?
Okay. And then we're going to sit and let these tubes sit for about 20 minutes so that they can clot correctly. Okay. And then as for our green top, it doesn't have to sit and clot. So we are going to go ahead and write his name and client number. And then we're going to go ahead and centrifuge this one. So we just need a tube to balance it with. Put this on one side. This one on the opposite side, and then we're going to let it centrifuge for 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been centrifuging for 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop it now. We're going to use these forceps to get the tube out. Okay. This is the hard part. Okay, so here's our tube. This is our green tube that has the plasma. So I've already got these tubes ready with client name and number. I'm going to use a pipette to pull all of this out. Okay. Put it down into my other tube. So now we have successfully harvested plasma. And we're going to wait 10 more minutes for these red tops to finish clotting, and then we're going to centrifuge them. These tubes have been sitting for 20 minutes now, so we can go ahead and put them in the centrifuge. I'll put them in here with balancing tubes across from them. Alright, we're going to turn on and let it sit for 10 minutes. Okay, so now the centrifuge has been going for 10 minutes, so we're going to take out our tubes. Go ahead and harvest the serum from these. And this is a perfect clear sample. There is no leukemia, there is no hemolysis in this. So there's the serum in the red top. Okay. Pull out our tiger top, again a perfect sample. So now we've got all of our samples transferred over to red top tubes. So here's my plasma, and here is my serum from the other tubes. Okay, so let's talk hemolysis and let's talk lipemia. So hemolysis is when a red blood cell ruptures pretty much. And so it releases hemoglobin and other internal structures into the surrounding fluids. This can be caused by a few different things. It can be caused by using the wrong size needle. It can also be caused by mixing your tubes too vigorously. Lipemia means that there's excess triglycerides. So pretty much there's too much fat in the blood. There's a fatty sample. Sorry, my dog. Anyways, so this happens a lot of times when animals are not fasted like they should be. Usually we recommend fasting an animal for 12 hours prior to blood work. Okay, so now I'm going to check for some microfilaria. This is on Conan that we just saw a positive test on. So I'm just going to add a drop of blood to a slide. Going to add a cover slip. And we're going to take a look.
I'm gonna go ask him how bad.
And we have a positive for microfilaria. Okay, so we're going to put under Conan's heartworm test that he was microfilaria positive. And so now we have it in there that he was positive for heartworms, he was positive for microfilaria, and so that we know next time we look back on this record.
Label writer, which is not.
Hi there, so we just got a little bit of blood from our friend Conan. We're going to run a heartworm test. We use the canine heartworm antigen test kit from VETT. So I'm just going to get one of these tests out. Okay. So literally this is just kind of like a pregnancy test. So right here it says we're going to use 1 drop of sample, 2 drops of buffer. So I'm going to, if you want to come over here and just kind of see, I'm going to add 1 drop of sample here. And then we have our buffer up here. I'm going to make sure this is our heartworm chase buffer.
After the second application,
It's 2 drops of buffer.
oh, let's see. I just put recheck.
And then I'm going to time this for 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes, and this patient was actually positive for heartworms previously. About 12 weeks ago we diagnosed him, and as you can see, this is your control. The line always shows up. If it's positive, there will be a line under the test, and as you can see, there is a line there. So we are positive for heartworms. Now we're going to just record this in Conan's record. Let's type in heartworm. He is heartworm positive. I'm going to find the correct doctor. And then we're going to discuss some options with him.